Okay, in this little tutorial we're going to be talking about the stroke protocol. This is currently set up between St. Luke's down in Ronan and the neurologist here in Kalispell. And so we may be getting calls from time to time where the fine folks down in Ronan are asking us to put exams online so that a neurologist here in Kalispell can look at the study. Our obligation is simply to put these studies online. That is it. X-ray personnel, imaging personnel, they are not required to contact a neurologist or radiologist. All we need to do is treat this like an outside exam. If we get a phone call asking us to put this exam online, just go through the same steps you would for any outside exam. And so I'm going to demonstrate that for you here. The first thing is, when you receive a call, you need to make sure that the exam is actually in progress. If it's sitting on the catapult down in the file room, then you can go to any station with the In Progress tab, click it, and you'll be able to type in the last name of the patient and see that we have received it. So once you can tell that we've received the study, we need to schedule an exam. So we're going to go to the Schedule tab and click New, and look up the patient with the list tab here. You can use any record in there. It doesn't have to be a KRMC record. It can be a Whitefish or Cut Bank or anywhere else. If you can find the patient in there, go ahead and use that patient to schedule your exam. If you can't find the patient, what you're going to have to do, let me cancel out of here, you're going to have to go to the Patients tab, and you're going to have to create the patient. And for outside exams, the process for doing that is clicking on New. You're going to need to give the patient ID, and this is the important step here. It's going to be a number. So A, and then the patient's birth date. You should be able to get the birth date out of the images that were sent. Usually those are just displayed on the images. So for this patient, we're going to say A 01/01/1912. That's arbitrary. If that birth date was already taken, you could just simply add a 0 in here. And the file room is going to go through and clean up these A numbers probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 times a year. And so if the patient is in our system, they'll create the patient and add them to our system. So once you have the A number in there, you're going to go to the name, put in the last name, first name. You got to give the patient a birth date, and I think that's it. No, you got to give the sex as well. So we're going to say male. So we have all that in there. Hit OK, and there's our patient right there. So we're going to use that patient to schedule this exam. Now that we've created the patient, we'll go back to Schedule, hit New, go to our list, Test Patient, and there's our patient. Okay, so now we have the patient in there. We have to schedule the exam. All foreign exams use the modality of foreign. And once you select the modality, you want to first start your search by typing in the actual modality. So oftentimes for a stroke protocol, it will be a CT. If it was an MR, you could type in MR, and that's going to give you all the generic exams for that modality. So we're going to go CT, and it's a head, space H, and there is a CT head right there, foreign. So we're going to select that. OK. Referring doctor. If you can't find the referring doctor in our system, use outside provider. And that should be all we have to enter to get this to go through. So we've scheduled our patient. Now we're going to select it and DICOM it just like we would any other exam. There's our patient. OK. Yes. And then wait for it to DICOM here. So once it's DICOM, we got the eye over here. We're going to go ahead and view the exam. And a lot of people, X-ray techs, aren't going to know what to look for in a CT, probably anyways, as far as making sure every series is there and whatnot. So just open the exam, view it, hit done, and mark the exam to red, because this is not going to be read by one of our radiologists. Click yes. And this is the other important part. You want to change the acquisition site to FRN. So we're going to come up here in the list, and right here we have FRN. Do not use FOR. That designation has been retired. We don't use that anymore. What we want to use is FRN. So we have the modality to FOR and the acquisition site set to FRN. And you can hit OK. And now that exam is online. Here it is. It's in the red status, and that's it. It's pretty straightforward. Once again, we are not responsible in imaging to be contacting neurologists on call. If you get requests of that nature, you need to direct the individuals to contact our ER, because our ER will always have a list of the neurologist on call. If you have any questions about this stroke protocol, go ahead and give us a call on the PACS line. You can reach us at 751-4299, and thanks for watching.